have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. All right, this is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy Jones. I'm putting my canister on the floor right here. All right, right there. I want to be able to wet my whistle if I needed to. But this is your Talk Beat Jones again. I am Billy Jones. I want to thank you very much for joining us today. And family, a little something different. We're going to put those telephone lines up a little bit later, but I'm going to bring out a subject matter and see if I can get some interactions with you from wherever you are around the world, because it pertains to anybody around the world. But once again, this is the Talk Beat Jones. Remember, we're on the air live each week on Wednesdays from 10 to 11 a.m. And, of course, we come back on 15.2 on Sundays from 4 to 5. You can also go to that YouTube TV33 on demand. Once it's there, you can pick it up 365 days out of the year. You can also go to the R.J. Watkins page. That's the one that has a little red in the scrolling situation there. So make sure you hit the red, not the black, the red one. And you can participate live and watch the program again. Tell your friends all around the world that they can watch the program live once they do it in the red on the R.J. Watkins page. And don't forget about that Roku box. That Roku, of course, anybody that has Roku from anywhere in the world, once again, can watch it on their big screen TVs as we come in live all around the world. And, of course, all of your live streaming devices as well. I want to let you know that we are that show. And today we had some issues technically in terms of with Dr. Watson, Dr. Jeffrey Watson, from the MD from Oakland, California, who is all that and a cake of cookies. That's right. He's on the show. He's with us. However, he is an actual, not just one of those guys who get on there and say, I'm a doctor, pretending to be a doctor. He's actually a world-renowned doctor, MD. And so he had to take care of some medical business today. And so we expect, hopefully, that he'll be with us next week. But in terms of Dr. Watson, he's scheduled 4 days out of the month. Each week that we schedule him, we know that he may be preempted because of his medical work. So we go along with that type of understanding, family. But he is with the program, and he's going to be able to answer your questions about your health issues. If you want to, you can also send your questions about your health or questions that you may have read something and you need some information about it. You can send that to my email address. I will be his person to pass the information to Dr. Jeffrey Watson. Okay? So my email address, write it down. It's bj46978@gmail.com. Once again, if you have information that you want about your own personal health, family health, friends' health, or just a question about a health issue that you've thought about, and you want Dr. Jeffrey Watson to give you an answer, he will personalize it for you and answer it on the station right here on the Talk Beat Jones. We're going to make that happen for you so that you'll have your personal interactions with Dr. Jeffrey Watson, okay? So that's, again, on the Talk Beat Jones. Continue to tune in. And again, once again, for those who just now getting it together, you can email me for Dr. Jeffrey Watson. That email address, bj46978@gmail.com. Address it to me for Dr. Watson, and I will make sure Dr. Watson receives your questions. And as time goes, he will be answering those questions. So you make sure that you're watching and listening to the Talk Beat Jones, because you want to make sure that you hear the answer from Dr. Watson, okay? Family, we're here today And I have a question for you. Something that's been running around in my scalp. I had a question about this COVID situation. I had the situation about persons who were deeply in love, persons who had been with their partners for years and years and years, family members who had been with their family members or their partners since they was kids and they had gotten old together. Family members who had just fallen in love and just knew that they had that permanent life partner, and they were ready to commit or had committed to being with that person for the rest of their lives. Persons who've been out there being player, but was ready to settle down because they found that person that they knew that they could commit their life to, and was going on and knowing that everything was good. The person was healthy. They looked good, felt good. Everybody was doing good. Just like Sheriff Benny Napoleon, etc. We want to understand, how do you feel? How do you recover from the COVID situations? Not just those persons who had COVID and didn't come out of it. Not just the persons who had COVID and have the long-term effect, the long-haul scenario that they're going through, but persons who pursued love, found love, was in love, and had been with their partner for years and had gotten up in age, but they were comfortable. You were comfortable because everything was in place. God had blessed you with that special person, and you were able to accomplish all other things in your life, and you had that life partner that you was going on to the sunset with. Especially that group of folk. I want to know, can you tell me? We're going to put the telephone numbers up on the screen so that if you choose to call, and I'm going to give a number straight up. Are you ready, family? That number is 313-868. 313-868-4336. Once again, that number is 313-868-4336. If you want to comment on this particular situation that I'm coming about, love, COVID, and the loss of your loved one, and how do you recover in your life? How do you replace, or can you replace, that special love that you had? Once again, we're going to put those numbers up on the screen, and I want you to think about that scenario right there and give me a call. I do want to interact with you. Folks be saying, but Billy, we just like to hear you talk. Now I'm going to talk anyway. I'm going to talk anyway. But I just want to find out, some of you who have gone through living through COVID and came out all by yourself. I'm not talking about your friend recovered. I'm not talking about your mom or dad or your cousin or your special friend recovered. I'm talking about that love of your life. That love of your life that did not make it through COVID, that just changed the whole situation with how you are still pursuing your life. Have you been able to replace or find someone that you felt could step in and replace the love of your life that you lost? And after you found someone that you thought could replace that love of your life that didn't make it through COVID, how did it work out? How is it working out? Have you given up? Have you decided just to go on and be by yourself? I find that folks who were more on the senior side, more on the senior side, find it more difficult to put themselves back out in the lover's lane. I don't mean just having somebody just to hold hands or somebody to come by and visit now and then and call that loving. I'm talking about that person that you had constantly, that you were married with or in that life partnership with, or had looked forward to being in that life partnership role. You see, when they tell us that at some point, even the player, be you man or be you woman or be whatever you may God bless you to be, you're looking for that partner, not just a friend, but you're looking for that partner that is like your other part of your hip in your life. That's what you want. For those who want to live not just by being a single person. People will say, well, I can do these things all by myself. Sure enough, you can. Many of us are forced to do it anyway, whether we want to or not. But my question is for those persons who found and had that love, who were convinced that they were going to have an happy ending and be with that person, that one person that gave them that special feeling, that understood them, that took care of them, and they took care of the other person. So we want to understand, how do you recover? How do you recover? Now, I know when you're young, you can sometimes say, I can do it. But even a young person may have found someone and they find that, just ain't the same. I'm going to come back with that again in just a few moments, but we're going to take a commercial break on the Talk Beat Jones. Once again, I am Billy E. Jones, and we're talking about COVID, love, loss, and recovery on the Talk Beat Jones. Remember, every Wednesday from 10 to 11, and also on Sundays on 15.2. Tune in to the Talk Beat Jones. Be right back after these commercial announcements. You don't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
The biggest leather and fur sale is happening now at Begali Leather, where luxury meets craftsmanship. From sleek men's jackets to elegant ladies' furs, you're gonna love everything at Begali Leather. Every piece is made to impress, perfectly fit, timeless design. And right now, get 50% off. Yes, 50% off the entire store, including meat, fox fur, and premium leather for men and ladies. Direct from the manufacturer, no middleman. Only at Begali Leather. Unmatched quality and unbeatable prices at 8 Mile and Kelly and East Point.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Billy E. Jones, Talk Beat Jones. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV 33 Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
All media platforms are engaged. Copy.
Get ready to launch your show or product.
Periscope ready. We're 5x5 ready to launch. Copy that.
Trend worldwide across all major platforms.
Ignition. 3, 2, 1.
The world is waiting. Watkins Broadcasting. More than just TV.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. If you're behind on your property taxes, we have programs to help. You don't have to lose your house, and you don't have to pay all at once. This summer, our mobile unit will be visiting Wayne County communities to help make it easier to start a payment plan and keep your property. Go online or call to find the plan that's right for you and where you can get help from our mobile unit. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to foreclosure. Make your payments every month and keep your property.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth facts, evidence matter. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Muscles, joints, or feet tired, achy, or distressed? Tried everything? Ringmaster Rubbing Oil is a vintage topical pain reliever, trusted for over 70 years, with a rich formula for the treatment of stubborn aches and pains. Packaged in a glass bottle for purity, our liquid can also be used in warm water for foot soaks and compresses. A little goes a long way. Try our time-tested formula, available in several sizes.
Make a donation to WHPR TV and receive two 2-ounce bottles of Ringmaster Rubbing Oil for $25. Call 313-868-6612.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. All right, once again, we're back with the Talk Beat Jones, and again, I am Billy Jones. And family, I want you to know this. I want you to just say this, that you saw the commercials on the Talk Beat Jones show, and I want you to go in and I want you to support the advertisers that are advertising with the Talk Beat Jones, because family, it means a great deal to the station. It means a great deal to Billy E. Jones that we have companies, businesses that feel confident that when they advertise with the Talk Beat Jones show, that they're going to get some results. And that's the whole thing about business, is getting results. So once again, when you walk into these places, let them know that you are watching TV 33 on demand, TV 33, the Talk Beat Jones show, and also on demand, and that you walked in the door because you saw it on the show and you want to walk in and see what they can do for you. And I guarantee that they're going to do a wonderful thing for you, and you're going to walk out the place of those businesses and be happy. But once again, family, this is Talk Beat Jones, and we're on your tube streaming devices and everything else like that, live on Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 11. Also on a Sunday on 15.2. And of course, you can go to the R.J. Watkins, like I said, the red one, and you can see the show live and you can participate. And of course, on that Roku box, it goes all around the world as well. So again, we're just growing. We just continue to grow with the station. And I appreciate what Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler, and of course the engineer, Mr. Timmy Tim, what they're doing to make us look like we are out here competing with everybody. Because I said before, we're not out here to simply be out here on TV. We're out here competing with everybody to get you to view us, trust us, that we're going to entertain you with conversation and talk. And again, right about now, I want to ask you, did you lose the person that you truly loved during COVID? Because COVID did not discriminate, but it hit the black population real heavy. So I'm watching beautiful ladies and some good guys that are walking around now with a different understanding about life, because they're by themselves, and because the person that was in their life, that was their life partner, did not make it, went to heaven. They're lonely, and they did not and don't want to try to replace the person that they deeply love, because that person was complete to them. That person gave them that special feeling, treated them with that special love. And if you understand that as you out here and you're going through this relationship and that relationship and still got a side eye because you're not happy in a relationship that you're in, for those persons who have found that final chapter of love, felt complete, felt just, couldn't wait to have the person back with them. Didn't want that person really out of their sight because they made them feel so complete. So I'm wondering, how are you feeling now? How are you feeling now? What does it take? And it didn't matter if you were a younger person, a middle-aged person, or an older person, but again, especially for the older persons who had been with their mate for 20, 30 years or more. You know that everything else you felt God had just blessed you. God had blessed you with the perfect woman or the perfect man or the perfect whatever situation that you may be living your life with. All God's children. So, what does it feel like now? Do you have those moments that you just sit in your house and you just sometimes feel happy that you found that love or had that love for a period of time? Or do you sit there and just stare at the picture and feel, why did you leave me here all by myself? Why? Do you ever look up at God and say, God, why did you take my love from me? It's hard. It's hard. And it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you look like. Because I've seen some gorgeous folk. I've seen some handsome men. And they say gorgeous and handsome is all in the eye of that person. So you may look a certain particular way and you're beautiful and you are handsome. So don't let nobody put you down because your look don't work for them. It's okay. Because like we say, everybody goes to the bathroom with their own opinion and it's flushed, but it's their opinion. So just feel confident about yourself and know that even though your mate did not make it out of COVID. Now, I'm not talking about those persons who left in the accident, because that happens. By sickness, that happens. I'm talking about that one specified time, folks, that one specified time that this just came along and just took folk, good folk, just took them. And you had no idea it was coming for your person. And if you were the person that COVID had struck and you came back, you know how blessed you are. You know your mate lets you know how happy, how they rejoice the fact that you made it and you are still together, that you're still together. Can somebody help me understand the pain, the agony that you go through when you can't and don't really want to try to replace that wonderful, special mate that you were paired with for life? Think about it. Think about it. I'm talking to you that's by yourself, who know that you felt love, who know that you was cradled with love. and that you can't feel that love anymore. You're living your life. You're going through the motions in life. But that completeness, being completed with that other mate, that person, that's special. Ooh, nobody else can make me feel like you. Even though you were 60, 70, 80 years old or 90, whatever it may have been, we was together. We was all one persons together. Two mashed into one. That's what we did. God blessed us to find each other and be together. Does somebody know what I'm talking about? Somebody know what I'm talking about. Because you still have that agony in your heart. You still have that pain in your heart. You still have that question of God as to why. Why did you take my mate away from me? That's the question. That's the question. Because as you go through the landscape now, you go through the landscape now and you look, and you look, and you look, and folks are trying to reach you. Folks are trying to reach you, but you won't open up. You won't open up because nobody can replace that person in your heart. We're going to come back. I'm not through. It's not over because I'm trying to reach you. Going to reach you. I'll talk. I'll let you know how you feel. Feelings of COVID, lost love, the agony, the pain of living without my special one. It happened to me too. Be back after these commercial announcements on Talk Beat Jones, Billy E. Jones. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. If you're behind on your property taxes, we have programs to help. You don't have to lose your house, and you don't have to pay all at once. This summer, our mobile unit will be visiting Wayne County communities to help make it easier to start a payment plan and keep your property. Go online or call to find the plan that's right for you and where you can get help from our mobile unit. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to foreclosure. Make your payments every month and keep your property.
Muscles, joints, or feet tired, achy, or distressed? Tried everything? Ringmaster Rubbing Oil is a vintage topical pain reliever, trusted for over 70 years, with a rich formula for the treatment of stubborn aches and pains. Packaged in a glass bottle for purity, our liquid can also be used in warm water for foot soaks and compresses. A little goes a long way. Try our time-tested formula, available in several sizes.
Make a donation to WHPR TV and receive two 2-ounce bottles of Ringmaster Rubbing Oil for $25. Call 313-868-6612.
The biggest leather and fur sale is happening now at Begali Leather, where luxury meets craftsmanship. From sleek men's jackets to elegant ladies' furs, you're gonna love everything at Begali Leather. Every piece is made to impress, perfectly fit, timeless design. And right now, get 50% off. Yes, 50% off the entire store, including mink, fox fur, and premium leather for men and ladies. Direct from the manufacturer, no middleman. Only at Begali Leather. Unmatched quality and unbeatable prices at 8 Mile and Cali and East Point.
Want to stay in the driver's seat of your health? My Mobile Health units remove barriers to getting prevention healthcare services. My Mobile Health brings free or low-cost services to local communities, so you can easily access health screenings, lab tests, vaccines, guidance, and more. We're paving the way to better health. See when and where we're rolling into your community at michigan.gov/mobilehealth. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
313watkins.com. Streaming on Roku.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. All right, once again, this is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy Jones. Remember, the program is on the air every Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. Also, we're on the air on a Sunday on 15.2 as we go around the world, family. And we ask you to make sure that you talk to your friends, let them know that on Wednesdays, that's that Talk Beat Jones guy, Billy Jones. You can watch us, tell your friends they can watch us. And also, you can participate live when you choose to. We're going to kick it back live for those persons who are watching and looking for Dr. Watson, as we had talked about, and he was here with us last week. Dr. Watson, who is a certified worldwide medical doctor, famous. And again, we worked together on the Soul Beat Television Network back in the days with the original Mr. Chuck Johnson along with Timmy Tim. And so we're rejoining. You know, Tim, we're actually putting together the vision that the old man, Mr. Chuck Johnson, had for us to be together from Detroit to Oakland and around the world. So, Mr. Johnson, Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler is making your dream come true as well, folk. But again, you can also pick us up on the YouTube, R.J. Watkins. Go with the red, and you can watch us 24 hours. You can see us. You can call us. We're going to put those numbers up there because I want to see if anybody want to call and talk to me. Now, again, I keep saying that the people tell me, Billy, when I say this, they've called in and told me, say, Billy, we just like to hear you talk. But family, you know, back in the days of this station here, I'd come to the microphone and my phones would be ringing. And it would ring so much that I'd have to limit the amount of time that I could talk to you because I had so many folks waiting to get on the air. Now, I know we've gone through the changes, we've gone through the this and the that, etc. But what we're going to do now, because I'm going to have Dr. Jeffrey Watkins, MD, will be with us, and you'll be able to call in. That's right, you're going to be able to call in and ask Dr. Watson questions about your health live. Make him your doctor. You know how they do it when they go call it telehealth? We're going to present that to you right here on the Talk Beat Jones with Dr. Jeffrey Watson, MD. And again, you can contact Dr. Watson by going to my email with your health questions, and you can put it in this way: bj46978@gmail.com. I'm going to give it to you one more time. That's bj469@gmail.com. So you send that question to me, and I'll make sure Dr. Watson get the question. And when he's able to be here with us, and I say the word able because Dr. Watson is a certified medical doctor. Yes, he is. You see him right there. And at any given time, Dr. Watson has to be taking care of clients. He also runs the medical business back in Oakland. So we're privileged to have him now say to you on the air last week, you heard him say that he is committed to now join the Talk Beat Jones show, and we'll be bringing to you, when he's here, the Health Beat with Dr. Watson. So we're moving forward, family, and we're going to bring others to you on this program because, again, to compete is what I do worldwide. And I want to really say thank you to the audience from all around the world that have indicated that they love what we're doing, because we've taught folks how to talk, how to communicate, how to have disagreements, without the fussing and the fighting. And you've indicated to me, some of you, that I've been able to teach you how to speak English for folks who are watching us and don't have English as their native tongue. So that's the things we do here on the Talk Beat Jones. But family, once again, COVID. How many folks lost their loved ones to COVID? Not to someone else, not to some other situation, not falling out of love, but to that disease that came along and just wiped out so many people. And remember, COVID didn't care what sex you were, male, female. He didn't, that disease did not care, epidemic did not care what race of folks you were. It just came along and wiped folks out. I remember watching in a paper showing pictures of 12 bishops. 12 bishops. For those who don't understand what the word bishop means that they had multiple churches with all those different followers. But those pictures, those 12 pictures, were the bishops that had been taken out by COVID. So all of those folks who loved their pastors, their ministers, lost not only potentially the love of their life partner, but they also lost their person that was having them have that connection to God and helping them to overcome other circumstances. For some people, their connection is what cemented their connection with the person that they loved. How about that? So as you go through life, my question once again, once you had found that person that you were truly, totally committed to and with, and that person was totally, truly committed to you, and you knew that you had a life's bond, everything else you could handle, because it wasn't just you. It was the two of you together. The two of you together. You didn't have to look left and you didn't have to look right, because your partner was always there loving you and you loving your partner. Can you do it again? Can you open your heart again? Can you find that potential mate for life? Not a sideline, not around the corner, not up the street, not come by and see me now and then, but a person that was truly committed to you and you truly committed to them in going through the journey of life. The bumps, the bruises, the agony, the pain, and the joy. And whatever came your way, it was okay because you had each other. So you find yourself now no longer caring about being alone. Why? Because you know that you cannot replace, and you don't want to replace. Because I've talked to folk, and I've asked them, well, are you still looking for someone to maybe replace your wife or your husband? And they will smile and they will say, no, nobody. And I'll just give you a name of Ralph or Cheryl. Nobody can replace them. And I'm good. Their memories will carry me through life. And we're talking about folks that would be, when this happened, been only maybe 40, 50 years of age, or even 25, 35. But they're willing to go the rest of their lives with the memory of the person that they were truly, totally in love with. Is that you? Is that you? How do you come out of it? How is it that you can come out of it? How can you open your heart and give it truly another trial? Because remember, that person that you were with, you had to go through trial and error to find and to know that you were solid, they were solid. But that's life. That's life. That's why they say, you know, that couple, they say they are committed for life. What does it take? How do you get there again? If you are blocked, there are so many people who feel self-contained now because they don't want to go through the agony potentially of thinking that they're with someone and finding that they fall short of what they had. They don't want to try it again. They'd rather live with memories. Is that you? Is that you? Wow. I can understand how you can feel that way. Because again, I've been a counselor in this business in the business of fitness. Got thousands and thousands of clients. And I've had folks come because they let themselves go because they had been hurt. But they was coming to the fitness business, to the workouts, Jones size. Why? Because they had decided that they were going to become the best that they could be, that they was willing to pick it back up. Yes, they was hurt. Yes, they was in pain. But they prayed. And now they was willing to come back out and give other folks another chance. Because that one didn't work. That one didn't work. Maybe this one will. Maybe this will be special for you. So you cannot just say, excuse me, I made a mistake. I said you cannot say. You can say whatever you feel that you want to say. We are speaking to encourage you. If you've locked yourself down and you're not happy, come along with the thoughts today. Remember, it wasn't your fault if God said to your partner, come be with me. You with the Talk B. Jones. I am Billy E. Jones. Remember, every Wednesday from 10 to 11, we're on the air live. Be back shortly after these commercial announcements. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk B. Jones.
Feel good about your future with tuition-free programs at Wayne County Community College District. Whether you want to be in healthcare, computer science, the culinary arts, digital media, or robotics and automation for the next generation of vehicles, WCCCD has you covered. A full range of programs to achieve your goals, fit your schedule, and give you all the support you need to be successful. All of it tuition-free. Now there's something to feel good about. Register today at wcccd.edu.
Now you can watch WHPR TV 33 on Fire Stick. Catch all of your favorites. Stay informed. Don't miss a minute of your favorite talk shows. Call, text, tweet, post. WHPR TV 33 is worldwide on Fire Stick. For more information, go to FirestickTVNetwork.com or call us at 313-868-6612. WHPR TV 33, a Watkins Broadcasting Company. Every Monday through Friday from 12 noon to 3 p.m., it's the Tavis Smiley Show, distributed by R.J. Watkins Studios.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. Family, once again, this is your Talk Beat Jones guy. I am Billy E. Jones. Remember, we're on there every Wednesday from 10 to 11 on this particular station. You can also watch us on the YouTube TV 33 on demand. And, of course, it's distributed around the world on a Roku box, live streaming. And, of course, you can also watch us on 15.2 on Sundays from 4 to 5 p.m. We want to also do this. As I sit here today, and I'm talking about the loss of love through COVID, not to anybody, somebody, something else, to COVID. And I'm watching this program that's being distributed by the R.J. Watkins Studios and listening to what the program will be about and is about. Love and life and the journey. So I'm saying to you, family, you watch that program. You continue to watch that commercial and listen to it. Listen to what this lady is telling you that her program is going to help you to understand. Because that's the question that I'm asking you. Can you recover? Can you recover in your life? When you lose your love, and your love was taken from you because of COVID. So it wasn't no coming back. It wasn't no breakup. It wasn't no he said or she said or he did or she did. You were still in love when they got sick with COVID. And you had empathy as they was going through COVID. Because the cruel thing about COVID is that for some folk, it gave them the thought that they was getting better. And they died. So all of that hope that you had for your partner and the recovery stage that you thought that they was going through, and then they were gone. Ooh, the pain. The pain. But remember this. After 3 days, God rose again. So how long are you going to hold at night and get up in the mornings with just your memories? How many times are you going to get on the verge of thinking about opening your heart and then you stop? You close up again. The years go by. Time goes by. And you're alone. You're by yourself. But think of the joy that you had. And that's what many, many, many of you are still doing. Remembering the joy that you did have. And you're afraid. You're afraid to open up again. You don't want to feel the pain, the agony, the disappointment that may come because the other person can't match, can't live up to the standards of the type of love that you were privy to with the person that you loved that COVID took away. Life is a gamble. You gambled once, and that person showed you snakes is not a part of your life. Love is a part of your life. You won. You can win again. You can win again. But you have to be honest to yourself before you can be honest to your new partner. If you're not honest to yourself, you can never be honest to the person that you thought you may open up to, because you're already cutting it short. You're never allowing them to rise up to the level of the person that you hold your memories with. And you see, the mind is such that no matter how the person treats you, if your memory is steady and stuck on what you had that was taken from you with COVID, the person can never reach that level, because no matter what level they treat you at, you simply rise the other level that you memory to the next level. So you're working to defeat yourself, because you really don't want that person to be able to replace your memory of the one that your heart totally was with, still with. How do you come out of that state of mind? I'm going to look you straight in the eye and tell you, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I just see a lot of folk that some folks will say you're falsely happy. You're falsely being happy. However, opinions that folks have belong to that person. And you can never change that person's opinion, because as I stated before, I'm going to give you the respect that your opinion is the greatest opinion in the world. Why? Because it's your opinion. And you let nobody put your opinion down. Because remember, there's always somebody that will touch in agreement with your opinion. And that's why I say to you, if COVID took your love, it was not something that you did. It was not some vow that you didn't stay with. It was not because you drifted and did not hold on to being a person that can truly love and not drift. You can still do that. You can still have the capacity to be that strong man and a strong woman, or again, be whomever you may be, and have that love. But you've got to be honest with yourself. You've got to be honest with yourself. honesty, truth. My folk in my life says everything you do in the dark will come to the light. And that person that COVID took from you, you didn't have anything that you was doing in the dark. So all the light that was shining was bright because you had that strong love. I am Billy E. Jones, Talk Beat Jones. Remember, we're on the air every Sunday. Used to be on Sundays every day for about 5-6 years. But we're on the air every Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. Also watch us on 15.2 on Sundays from 4 to 5. YouTube, TV33 on demand, and that Roku box, and of course, R.J. Watkins page, that with the red. I got to run. Bye, Dad. Love you. And I respect you, love you. Tell your friends. Remember, you want to reach Dr. Watson, BJ 469 7. Let's do it again. BJ 4679 at YouTube. Oh, heck. I got all confused because what? I'm thinking about that covenant love, and I got to go. BJ 46978 at gmail.com. Bye now.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones, and
I